right, Tequila Army, General Agave coming back to you with another review. Today, we have got a special one for you. We got the Clase Azul Reposado, and this is one of those tequilas that people either absolutely love or for some reason hate. And we're going to talk a little bit about why that might be and what we think of it here, as well as make sure you drop in the comments what it is you think of Clase Azul. Now, for the price point, it gets some critics every now and then, right? But the reality is we're going to take a look at what that flavor profile is, so the process behind making it, this beautiful, beautiful bottle that we're going to go into all those details today. So enjoy this, and make sure that if you do, you drop that like down below, you hit that subscribe button so that you are alerted to future videos that we're going to do here and future reviews, as well as tastings with some friends that will join us to go ahead and take a look at all of these fabulous spirits from Mexico. So with that, let's actually take a look right at this bottle as we talk a little bit about the Clase Azul Line. So as you can tell here, this is actually just a beautiful clay bottle that has been hand painted. Each individual bottle is hand painted, taking, from what I understand, up to 11 days to make each individual bottle that comes out of Clase Azul. From every aspect of this bottle is just honestly simply gorgeous. This one, normally when not sitting behind us on this shelf for some of these videos, we'll actually sit in the kitchen because the wife actually likes the look of this bottle compared to any other bottles that we have, and it kind of matches the decor of our home kitchen. So these bottles are actually handmade by indigenous natives in Mexico who, like I said, spend up to 11 days making each and every single one of these bottles. No bottle is exactly identical because they are hand painted, so you're going to find little differences in each and every bottle that you come across. So with that in mind, guys, we're talking about NOM 1595 here, and really out of there, they're pretty much now only producing this and maybe another small line, and I think maybe a flavored line as well. For the most part, they are focused on this product right here, and they're doing this with a lot of traditional old school methods. We're talking about 72-hour cook time for all of those fully matured agaves in old brick ovens. So over the course of those 3 days, they're really able to focus on slow cooking that agave and keeping some of those true flavors within that product. Now, they are then roller mill processed and then twice distilled in copper pot stills. This is then, the Reposado here is then actually aged for 8 months in white oak barrels. From what I understand, it's a combination of former American bourbon barrels, former sherry casks, and cognac casks as well, to come up with this very unique flavor profile that we're going to take a look at here. And I'm excited. This is actually a tequila that that I enjoy from time to time. So let's actually take a taste, and I'm going to give you my unbiased opinion. Now, you heard me earlier kind of ring the bell here, and I understand that's kind of some tradition there when it comes to the bar business about ringing the bell on the top of this. When we pop this out, you are going to see that it is a cork. However, it is a synthetic cork inside of that wonderful steel top. And you can tell when you really look at this, and I hope the camera is able to get this, that you are able to tell that this is kind of a handmade clay pot, and just absolutely fabulous. So let's set that aside. Let's get a pour here, and let's go ahead and see how. Woo! That's a lot. It's a lot that I think I'm really going to enjoy there. So let's go ahead and put this top back on. Instantly, I'm already getting some sweetness coming off of the glass, off of that bottle as well. So when it comes to this Clase Azul, let's take a look at that nose. I mean, this is just an overwhelming sweetness that comes forward. When you are enjoying this tequila, you are getting a ton of sweetness out of this off the nose. There's some slight oakiness, some slight wood, but really a lot of vanilla, a lot of even like it smells almost like, I'd say, a flat cream soda, if that makes any sense. but it has got a very, very subtle nose. There is zero alcohol burn in the nose with this. Just a lot of sweetness, a lot of that butterscotch richness that comes through. So let's go ahead and give this a taste now. Wow. So again, Clase Azul Reposado. So much sweetness. It actually has an oily mouthfeel. It coats the tongue really nicely. A lot of sweetness. Not the sweetest tequila out there by any stretch of the imagination. But it definitely has a lot of that vanilla coming through, that butterscotch, that caramel. It is super, super sweet. More of a dessert tequila. It's not extraordinarily nuanced, believe it or not. It's really dominating with that toffee, that butterscotch, that vanilla. Even some like like the cream soda that I got earlier on, that kind of comes through a little bit. There's really like no pepper. Honestly, for being a reposado, it is aged 8 months, which not all reposados are going to get that 8-month stage because they're trying to bottle produce this stuff and oftentimes get it out the door. But to let it sit in those barrels for that full 8 months, you get that barrel. You start to get a little bit of that oakiness. It's a very, very smooth and sweet tequila. That vanilla that comes out of that barrel is really infused into this tequila. But what you do lose, unfortunately, is a little bit of that cooked agave, right? You're so overpowered with the sweetness on this Clase Azul that you are missing some of that true cooked agave flavor that you're going to get in a lot of other reposados. But that's neither good nor bad. It depends on your taste. Like we always like to say here with the Tequila Army, it's really about how do you like your tequila, right? Which tequila is best for you? Everybody's got different tastes. Everybody has different things that they enjoy. I encourage you to go out and try new tequilas, try new things. But if you are that sipper like me, this is a nice tequila to sip, maybe with some fruits that we have here in front of us, because it's got that nice sweet finish to it. It's definitely not a savory tequila. That's for certain. It is a very, very sweet tequila. But if you like to do your tequila with the salt and lime, this is not the tequila for you. Right? This is definitely not for you. This is not a tequila that I would truly, honestly mix. For Reposado, I'm not putting this in a mixed drink. This is one that you just truly to enjoy the qualities of the sweetness and the details of that toffee, that caramel, that butterscotch finish. This is one that I think you truly have to enjoy as a sipper. But it's also a tequila that if you are looking to open up the eyes of new people to the spirit of tequila, who are stuck in that thought process that this is just a college drink that is just harsh and ridiculous. If you have people who you know that are stuck in that mindset and think that about tequila, this is one that is going to open their eyes to the spirit in a different way. I think that as people really get into tequila over time, they start to drift away, and that's why there might be some negative impacts out there, some negative reviews about this. If you think positively about it, drop that in the comments below. If you are one of those who have moved on from Clase Azul, tell us why down in the comments below. What made you think, you know what, enough of this? I'm going to be honest with you guys. Even at the $140, $150 price point that we pay for this here in the Midwest, I still think this is a steal because it is a beautiful, beautiful bottle. I mean, it's a talking piece. You set this in any kitchen, in any room, on any shelf, and it stands out amongst those other bottles. The quality of just the bottle alone, I think it makes up for half of that price. So I definitely recommend it. And then on top of that, because it is such a conversation piece, because people out there see this bottle, they're drawn to this bottle and the sweetness that's in it. You know, it's one of these tequilas that even though you may be paying that $130, $140, $150 price for this bottle, you are going to get that back in return when it comes to enjoyment and discussion with others. This is the bottle of tequila you break out with friends, with family, and you enjoy each other's time and company. So with that, guys, go on out, get yourself some Clase Azul, this Reposado. If you have tried some of the other bottles, so there are some amazing limited edition bottles. By all means, tell me about those down below. They're very, very difficult to get and can cost thousands of dollars. So I have not been able to grab any of those just yet, but we shall see. So go on out, grab a bottle, enjoy it with friends. Tequila Army, this is General Agave signing off. Go on out, enjoy yourself some tequila. Thank you. Delicious.